Yo, what's up, guys? This is Andre Genshin, and welcome another episode of NBA 2K14. And you know the last episode, as the Chicago Bulls defeat the Miami Heat by 14, 109 to 95, as Derrick Rose got 24 points, 8 assists. LeBron James got 25 points. Dwayne Wade got 23 points with 3 assists, and a huge night for Chicago as they crushed defeat against the Miami Heat, and now the Miami Heat are 10 lost. With the presentation with in-game music is ready, and coming up next, we got the two of the Western Conference superstars featuring Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook of the Oklahoma City Thunder take on Kobe Bryant, Steve Nash, and Pau Gasol of the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the third matchup of the day between those two teams. Thunder won the back-to-back meetings during the first half, including the close matchup. So for this game, the Thunder gonna use the dark blue and the Lakers gonna use the white. So that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. We'll be right back after this. Enjoy the video here in Staples Center in LA. Anyways, let's get started, and now we're going to send to Kevin Harden here in LA. Stand by courtside. Enjoy now. For this game, the Thunder are going to use the dark blue and the Lakers going to use the white. So now, here we go. Enjoy.
Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports' presentation of the NBA. I'm Damon Bruce. Sunday in the NBA. It's going to be the Oklahoma City Thunder up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And that'll do it from the studio. Let's get you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports broadcast crew at the arena. I'll see you back here at halftime.
It's game time in Los Angeles from the Staples Center. All the crowd ready to go as they look to cheer on the Lakers. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, taking a look at Thabo Sefolosha, what will we see from him?
You know, every team needs a stopper out on the perimeter, Kevin. There's so many great offensive players in this league, so you've got to have a guy who can shut people down. That's what Sefolosha does. He's savvy, he's long-armed, he's quick laterally, and he knows how to defend.
Yeah, one thing that Thabo always had is that defensive calling card, guys, that great defensive presence. It isn't easy finding guys out on the perimeter who play like him, and this team is lucky to have him, getting his hands in passing lanes, deflecting passes, always around the ball, lockdown defense, invaluable player. So for the Lakers, their last game a win against the Nuggets in Denver. And I don't think I was the only one surprised, not just by the win, but guys, by what an emphatic win it was.
Tell you what, the way they shot the ball that game, Kevin, it looked like a shoot-around out there.
It sure did, and all the more impressive because they did it on the road. You're not supposed to be able to get that hot in an opponent's building. You know, with the recent success of Oklahoma City, you forget that in Kevin Durant's first season, they started out going 3-29, and I tell you what, you talk about their success, it's due to the resilience and perseverance and leadership of Kevin Durant and the rest of those guys.
Westbrook against Nash.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And here's Kobe from the arc. That is good. Kobe's got 5. Well, there is a culture of hard work, as Clark was talking about, and the perseverance for this Oklahoma City Thunder organization. Their star players, Steve, get a lot of credit, but it's the whole organization, don't you think?
No question. It's the culture that was set. Scott Brooks has continued to kind of establish that atmosphere in the locker room. And they have players who just want to work and want to get better. And when you have a large group of people all with that same approach, you're going to be very successful.
And here's Westbrook following Steve Nash's 3. Here's Sefolosha. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
And they're on fire. They've made 4 straight shots to get this thing going.
Lakers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
That's like a layup for him. It's just wide open out there.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And if you look at their numbers in that game, what jumps out most is the balance offensively. They really spread the wealth.
And they were on fire in all areas. That was a very satisfying road win.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And the Lakers making a change here. Jamison's checked in.
You look back to that 2008 draft. The then Sonics, now Thunder, took Westbrook at the 4 spot. A lot of people thought that was a reach, but tell you what, you redo the draft right now, and he has a legitimate case of being the #1 pick.
Here's Gasol. Uses both hands to slam down.
Quick hands on the steal, quick feet on the break.
Costly mistake to fork that ball over and then not get back on deep.
Thunder trailing by 7. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, Scott Brooks gave me a couple of minutes to catch up with him. We discussed their defensive strategy going up against Kobe Bryant. He said, well, he probably has the best footwork of any player in the game. You can't give him any room in his jump shot, but when he's got all those fakes, it's so tough. Guys, he said he knows Kobe is going to get his points. They just want to try to limit his efficiency out there. Guess we'll see how they do.
All right, Doris, thanks. We're going back to that 2008 draft. Westbrook had played kind of a combo guard at UCLA, and there were some questions, I think, among a lot of scouts and personnel guys' minds about his ability to become a full-time point guard.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I think you always have to look at players, not just for what they might become, but what are they when they get to you. And Russell was a guy who was athletic, aggressive, hungry to get better. And when you got those attributes in his athleticism, you're going to be a difference maker in the league, and he's proven that to be the case.
Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gomes comes in for Serge Ibaka. That's good.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
And there's a whistle that goes on Ryan Gomes. That's his first foul. Second team foul. And Kobe, here we go. Johnson. Back to Kobe. It's stolen by Lamb.
Well, that's not been a typical possession for them in this first half. You know, for the most part, they've been pretty smart with the ball. That is a pretty finish. The defense did all they could there, but he just outwilled them.
Well, since the new CBA, the league has made the luxury tax much more punitive. But certainly the Lakers blessed with the financial wherewithal to be a tax-paying team. The problem is it can hurt your flexibility under the new rules just to make deals, and that's going to be the challenge for LA.
Now, here's Nash. Averaging 10 points per contest. Nice shot by Jamison.
It's a wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
You talk about the huge fan base for the Lakers, Clark. One of the marquee franchises, certainly in the entire NBA.
I would even stretch that to all of sports, Kevin. The market and their finances clearly have helped them gain that stature, but you can't shortchange the organization, the people making the decisions. They've been a winner for a long time, and that's been the magic ingredients that's attracted fans, players, sponsors, the full package.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Adams comes in for Nick Collison, and it's Barry Jones in for Ryan Gomes.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually defense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
Here's Kobe. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Here's Fisher, and he connects with the jumper. Here's Kobe, and he really played well against Denver. Hill, no good. Heaves it up. Can't get it to go. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. The Lakers on top, up 11. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
This Tuesday night, March 11th, Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And Stephen Clark, Lakers pretty much in control here.
Boy, the offense has been so smooth. Everybody working together, and you can tell they're getting good shots pretty much every time down.
Yeah, they're a well-oiled machine there. I mean, they keep the ball moving, they keep themselves moving, and as a result, they're piling up the points.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Lakers right now, Steve Blake is out there with Jody Meeks. Then there's Antoine Jameson. Then it's Hill. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. And Fisher kicks to Lamb. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. Lakers leading by 9.
Won't happen right away, but Jeremy Lamb has all the tools, I think, to be a fantastic defender at the NBA level. Young players oftentimes take a couple of years to figure it out defensively, but he's got everything he needs to be elite at that end.
And Adams backs in. The jump hook, that's good. Adams has got 4 points now in the quarter. And here's the Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Hill kicks to Johnson. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so you will go to the line. 3-point chance here. And Jeremy Lamb, a 6'11" wingspan for this kid. He's shown promise offensively as well.
Very smooth with that jump shot. He can finish big time when he gets to the rim. Still young and paying his dues, but you got to love his upside. A lot of potential.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Gets it to go.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Hill covered by Perkins. The drive by Hill gets it to go. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Partner, this was a game that it makes everybody nervous. They had it under control. Looked like it was going to be a comfortable win. They were going to ride it out. But then they had to find a way to match their intensity in a big fourth quarter comeback effort. Man, that was a fun game to watch.
Yeah, it was fun. I think they thought they could just cruise home in the fourth quarter. It almost slipped away from them, but they did what they had to do to finish the game. Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And he's also one of those guys who just seems to be able to take it up a few notches when there's a game to be won late in the fourth quarter. In other words, he's at his best at winning time.
Westbrook with it. Guarded now by Nash. Throws it up high. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam?
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
All of the above.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. You got to play hard, guys.
And the basket good. Cephalosha's got 7 points in the game.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him. You know, one thing with Scott Brooks, guys, he's very consistent with his message. You listen in on those timeouts. It's all about getting stops. Defense, defense and letting their offense come from that. It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Kobe with the bucket.
Played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Westbrook kicks to Cephalosha. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish even.
And the shot is good. And it's 9 points for Pau Gasol. And Clark, you mentioned Brooks' single-mindedness. He stayed pretty constant with his rotations, too.
And there's no doubt players appreciate knowing their role, but a lot of critics have been surprised at how Brooks has stuck to his lineups. Some lineups that didn't seem to be all that effective. His usual starting lineup with Cephalosha and Perkins on the floor hasn't been their best in terms of plus-minus, but Brooks very loyal to his starting group.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Stevenson comes in for Kobe. And it's Farmer in for Steve.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And the foul on Jordan Farmer. That is his first foul of the game. Nick Collison's checked in for Kendrick Perkins. Gomes dishes to Fisher. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Cephalosha. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Oklahoma City shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. Lakers leading by 12. Now Farmo. Outside, Jamison. Good. And Farmo gets the assist. And that's now 6 points for Jamison. 36 seconds left here in the second. And stolen by Farmo. And oh, here we go. Farmer's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Young. And that one goes in as he is fouled. He'll be 3 points if he converts to the line.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dishes to Land. Shot is on the money. Lamb's got 6 points.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Farmar kicks to Hill. Working on Collison. Poked away. And so it looks like the Lakers limits in position here. Here's Blake. He's covered by Fisher. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Rejected by Meeks. They'll get another chance. Lamb, he got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Lakers lead by 16. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Hello and welcome. With playoff seeds hanging in the balance, let's recap the first half for you. The Los Angeles Lakers in front against Oklahoma City. Their hot streak continues, looking good so far. An unbelievable half from Kobe Bryant. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how to miss. For the Thunder, though, in this one, plenty of work still needs to be done. They've done a lackluster job boxing out for the defensive rebounds, getting run over inside. Russell Westbrook's playing great through 2 quarters. The bucket looks about 5 feet wide for him. He hasn't missed one shot. Can you believe it? Starting things off with a look at games on tap for later. It'll be the Suns against the Warriors out in Oakland. Divisional games, always a heated affair. Game gets going at 6 p.m. Eastern. And another game that's coming up, the Nets out in Brooklyn will go up against the Kings. Game gets going at 6 p.m. Eastern. And to look now at the rest of the action from around the NBA. The Nuggets will face off against the Pelicans out in New Orleans. And that'll do it. Let's get you out to the second half, about to start at Staples Center.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Kobe having just a fantastic game. He has 17 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
So under 5 right now. Backcourt is Westbrook and Cephalosha. Locked in at the 4 with Perkins at the pivot. Adds Durant in at the 3.
You know, even though he's getting up there in years, guys, Powell's effectiveness shouldn't really drop off much. He's a long, skilled player who doesn't play off the ground very much, and his versatility should help his longevity.
And stolen by Keenan. An even 3-on-3 break. And that one's good. Steve Nash has got 5.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Thunder trailing by 18. Clark, you mentioned the versatility of Powell. Steve, it's really the defining quality of his game, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the ability to do so many things offensively as a big guy just really completes a team. Now you can run any kind of offense you want. And Powell, as a passer, as a scorer, as a shooter, has been one of the best in the game for the last decade.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never. Will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
Outside Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Nash with it. Now defended by Cephalosha. And here's Kobe for 3. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got 3 assists in the game. And we're trailing by 17. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
One of the duties that Steve Nash has undertaken is signing on to oversee the Canadian national basketball team. Really a logical choice for Canada, given all that Nash has done for the sport in that country.
Akers on D. Gets it to go.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Steve Nash. This is the kind of play they love to see from him when he's just controlling things out there. First in free throw percentage, 8th in assists. And he's in the top 10 in terms of three-point field goal percentage, so it's really been a good run for him from downtown.
Yeah, his focus from the line has been special, and that's one reason, Steve, he's at the top of the list in free throw shooting percentage, because his focus is on target, and he doesn't stray from that. His routine is excellent.
Going back to Nash, certainly the greatest basketball player ever out of Canada. And we all realize that. You were telling me a story the other day about how you and he went surfing one time.
Well, yeah, in San Diego. You know, we got out in the water, and the first time he ever got on a surfboard, he got up and rode a wave perfectly. So you talk about an incredible athlete. Nash just has it all.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Jones is checked in. It's stolen by Ibaka. Jones drives in, and he dumps it down.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
Well, we've seen these kind of plays get them going in the past, that's for sure.
Kobe against Jones. And there's the rejection. Here's Gasol. Now here's Westbrook. 16 points for him. And that one's good. Sefolosha's got 5 points in the quarter.
He still has not missed a shot. Where would they be without him?
And Kobe, here we go. No good. And the Thunder going the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. And he trims the lead to single digits. And that's now 18 points for Russell Westbrook.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
He gets the bucket.
Second three-pointer to half, fourth overall. So he's having a nice game from outside.
The 3-ball. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
That bucket in no time at all. Kobe's got 25 points in the game.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
And stolen by Nash. The stupendous finish in traffic. They're trailing by 13. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Westbrook drives in.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Lakers leading by 10. Stolen by Collison. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And finished off by Westbrook. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will. Kevin, that was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
LA has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And the basket by Johnson. 23 seconds left in the third. The Thunder shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers. Impressive.
And guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
Both free throws good from Westbrook.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
Blake passes to Meeks. Johnson. He kicks to Meeks. There's the feed to Blake. Here's Jamison. Good. And he just goes to Blake. Blake's got 3 assists now in this one.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Here's Lamb. And Johnson with the block. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers ahead, up by 12. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway.
This Wednesday, March 12th, Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers. Make sure to catch it.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
How about the... 3-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys. Amazing.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
We've got Nick Young. Chris came in out there with Antawn Jamison. And it's Steve Blake. And it's Meeks in at the 2 guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Sefolosha dishes the lane. Collison. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Jamison kicks to Keenan. Count it. The defender is called to the left, and this could turn into a 3-point play. Another from the Oklahoma City. Pau Gasol's checked in for Jamison. Farmar comes in for Meeks. And it's Nash in for Steve Blake. It's Durant with the drive. That one goes. Count it.
You know what I love about Durant, Kevin, is the fact that he can be cruising along and then all of a sudden he'll just kick it into high gear. You know, he gets his points quietly at times because it comes so effortlessly. But when the game's on the line, he can get hot and just bury you.
Steve, if you were just going to dream up a score, a machine-like, video game-like score, KD, Kevin Durant, is what you would come up with. Long, lean, can shoot it deep, ball skills, and the attitude and aggressiveness of a late-game closer.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this thing around. He's got to take charge. He's got to be aggressive and really look to push here offensively.
Boy, I love it. Active hands. On the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark Power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And stolen by Fisher. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities and scoring some easy baskets.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burkers across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike D'Antoni was discussing with his players. He said we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
And here's Kobe for 3. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. And that's now 28 points for Kobe Bryant. Westbrook gets to Durant. Puts it up from 15. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on it.
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in the game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
Oh, man, that was just amazing.
Outside Westbrook. And the Thunder, another 3.
He has not lost his focus today. Even when things haven't gone his team's way, he's still bringing it.
Here's Young from the arc. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty
Gets it to go.
All of those three-pointers coming off his fingers have been right on the money.
And Kobe throws it down.
He's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Again, Oklahoma City.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
Kobe goes in. Gasol kicks to Young. And another three for the Lakers.
It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. He's in a groove, and that tray of his has just been dead.
And he's able to get it back. Here's Durant. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
That's good.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
Nash against Westbrook. Left side Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's 19 points for Kevin Durant.
He's been hot here in the fourth, contributing big at the right time.
Well, he's basically hitting everything he's throwing up. A 4 for 4 shooting here in the quarter. A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been delivering here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he's zoned in now. I mean, 6 of 6 in the quarter and looking for more.
And the shot is good.
Terrific job taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And Steve, I thought those fans, those home fans, gave this team a big lift all game. A lot of positive energy in the building.
It's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
Kobe attacking. Takes it into the top of the knee and converts the layup. Kobe's got 34 points. Oklahoma City's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. And that one's good.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 7. 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they can call timeouts all they want, but it's not going to do a whole lot of good at this point.
Yeah, this one's about done. The writing's on the wall. There's nothing they can do to change this one.
Nails it! And now they trail by just 4. A different look for Oklahoma City. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
And an intentional foul right there. That's the first. That puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And you got to think those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Here's Cephalosha. Trifecta!
He is red hot. I'm not sure how you slow him down.
I'm not either, Steve. Whatever they're throwing at him, it's not working.
No foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. Here's Westbrook. Missed! So the Lakers take the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.
Another close game, and now the Lakers on a roll. We're now 10 games in a row so far. They're now pick up the number 10 in this Lakers scenes never done before. So let's check out some view box score. 126-121. Thunder trying furious comeback, but fell short. Kobe Bryant got 38-11. Nick Young got 29. Westbrook got 37-16. Cephalosha got 30 and Durant got 19 in a close game here for the Lakers. For the rest of that, we're going to skip on the next game on March 9. Mavericks are now win 10 in a row over the Pacers. So we got the Pelicans win over the Nuggets. We got Eric Gordon and Anthony Davis got double-double. JaVale McGee got double-double as well. Ty Lawson not even get triple-double. Pistons beat the Celtics on a huge dominating night. Jaron Rose got 15 rebounds. And Greg Marone, Andre Drummond got double-double. And Brandon Jennings not even get double-double. Nets beat the Kings. 23 points for John Johnson. 20 and 10 for Darren Williams. And Ball Landry and Thornton got 28, but 8 rebounds for Landry. Rockets beat the Blazers, not even close for triple-double for Dwight Howard. Parsons got 24, Beverly got 19, and some reason James Harden only scores 5 points. DeMarcus Aldridge got 39, Damian Lillard not even get triple-double. Timberwolves beat the Raptors, 31 points for Kevin Martin. Chase Ballinger got 22. DeMar DeRozan got 32, and Kyle Lowry not even get triple-double. Warriors beat the Suns. Triple-double failed for Klay Thompson. Stephen Curry got 24 with 9 rebounds, 22 points for Andrew Bogut, and Mikey Morris and Caron Butler got 20 points. And the Mavericks survived in the thriller against the Pacers. 33 points and 11 rebounds for Dirk Nowitzki. Devin Harris got 14 and 9. Sean Marion got 19. And David West got 19. George Hill got 50 and 10. So in a close game for the Mavericks, and they win. So let's check out some updates. Score in the next game on the 9. Monday, Nuggets, Bobcats, Magic, Bucks, Hawks, Jazz, Raptors, Nets, Wizards, Heat, Sixers, Knicks, and Suns, Clippers. Skipping all the way here. Magic and now improved record by 10 wins along with the Wizards. So let's check out some right now. We got the Nuggets, the Magic, the Hawks, Raptors. We got the Heat lose to the Wizards somehow. The Sixers and the Clippers, okay? So that will be fine. You're checking the next game on the schedule. I want to save not quick game instead. So I'm going to check and save it. So now we're on the way to next March 11 approach the March Madness. We got the Celtics, Pacers, Spurs, Bulls, Blazers, Grizzlies, Bucks, T-Wolves, Rockets, Thunder, Kings, Pistons, and the Mavericks, Warriors. Yeah, it is. So, skipping all the way once again, another Rockets win by 5 wins. So we got the Celtics somehow, Spurs, Grizzlies, Timberwolves, and yep, that will be fine. That will finding. So now Pacers somehow. No, I don't want to. Actually, gonna protect the Grizzlies and the Pacers something, not the Mavericks, in order to get the playoff hunt. Some reason. So gonna be skipped once again. And the Rockets will improve 5 wins over the Thunder. So, yeah, actually, then we're not going to protect with the Mavericks so easy. So, Pacers, Spurs, Grizzlies, Timberwolves, Rockets, Pistons, and the Mavericks. How about that? Dirk Nowitzki. Wow, Mavericks is on a roll. They're currently number 8 seed in the Western Conference. They try to chase for number 7, for number 5. So, we have a chance to check it. So, March 12th of the day, we're going to check out the first matchup. So, we are first matchup of the day here in Miami. We got the Brooklyn Nets take on the Miami Heat. That will be good. We got the Nuggets, Magic, Kings, Sixers, Pistons, Raptors, Bobcats, Wizards, Grizzlies, Pelicans, Mavericks, Jazz, Cavaliers, Suns, Knicks, Celtics, battle for division leading. Actually, it's not division leading. Warriors, Clippers, they were not allowed to flex on ESPN Wednesday. Just instead, the Blazers and the Spurs will be continuing in an important playoff push. And now, on March 13, we'll be back here in Chicago and Oklahoma. We got the Rockets, Bulls, and the Lakers, Thunder. So, we'll be fine in both games there. And there are no games for March 14 as well. So, skip it because of, due to the, I believe was the conference tournament. Sunday Showcase will be a good one here in Oklahoma. We got Dallas and OKC to keeping another playoff dream for the Mavericks. So, 11 games in a row for the Mavericks. So, time to save files, and that will be wrap up. So, next game, we're on the American Airlines Arena in Miami. We got the Eastern Conference duo featuring Darren Williams, Kevin Garnett, and Paul Pierce of the Brooklyn Nets take on LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh of the Miami Heat. The third matchup of the day between those two teams. Another close game, another exciting finish. And followed by the second game here in San Antonio. We got the two of the Western Conference battle. And yikes, that was Dawson debris right here because they try and disconnect it right here, and there we go. So we got Damian Lillard of the Portland Trail Blazers take on Tim Duncan of the San Antonio Spurs, and then more importantly, the Blazers gonna use the red jersey of the alternate version, so that will be good. So that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. Tomorrow, Game 6 of the NBA Finals here at Gainbridge Palace in Indy. OKC Thunder take on Indiana Pacers, so the Thunder try to close out the series and win their first ever title, while the Pacers try to extend before Game 7 back here in OKC. So that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin as the Lakers survive over the Thunder by 5, 126 to 121. This is Andre Kenshin saying so from Staples Center in Los Angeles. We'll see you tomorrow for the Brooklyn Nets and the Miami Heat, and the Portland Trail Blazers take on the San Antonio Spurs. Sign up and peace out. Good night, and reminder, we'll see you tomorrow once again. First game here in American Airlines Arena where the Brooklyn Nets take on the Miami Heat, or the second game will be the Portland Trail Blazers and the San Antonio Spurs live at AT&T Center. Sign up and peace out. Good night. It might be either see you tomorrow or see you Saturday. Sign up and peace out once again, and time to say good night and peace out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you either tomorrow or Saturday.